Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Psychoverse. I hope you all are doing well. Let me ask you a simple question. Can you remember your first birthday? What's about the day you learned to walk? Or the first time you said mama or papa? Probably not. But why? After all, you were alive, your eyes were seeing the world, your ears were hearing voices. So, where did all those memories go? Did your brain delete them? Or were they never stored in the first place? So, today we are going to uncover one of the biggest mysteries of the human brain. Why can't we remember being a baby? Let's begin. Is it normal? The first thing you should know is yes, it's completely normal. Almost every healthy adult has little or no memory of the first few years of life. Psychologists call this infantile amnesia. Don't let the word amnesia scare you. It doesn't mean your brain is damaged. It simply means that most people cannot consciously remember events from early childhood, especially before the age of about 3 years, and memories before age 4 are often very limited. But the question is, why does this happen? So answer is your brain was still growing. When you were born, your brain was not fully developed. One of the most important memory structure, the hippocampus, was still maturing. The hippocampus helps the brain create long-term memories. Think of it like a librarian. If the librarian is still learning how to organize book, finding those books later become difficult. In the same way, a baby brain is learning how to store memories efficiently. Babies can learn, so why don't they remember? So here's something surprising. Babies can learn. For example, a baby quickly learn to recognize their mother's voice. They recognize familiar faces. They know who make them feel safe. So yes, babies have memory, but there a difference between learning and remembering life events years later. Scientists call this personal life memories autobiographical memories. Those take much longer to develop. Language plays a big role. Now imagine this, someone asks you, what happened yesterday? You can answer because you have words, but babies don't. Before children learn language, they experience life, but they can't describe it with words. Research suggests language helps us organize and later retrieve many personal memories. As vocabulary grows, the brain becomes better at storing memories in a way that can be recalled later. Your sense of me was still developing. Another fascinating reason is a baby's sense of self is still developing. As adults, we know this happened to me, but babies are still learning who they are. Without a developed sense of self, it's harder to build lasting autobiographical memories. Does the brain delete baby's memory? Many people think my brain erased everything. Actually, that's probably not what's happened. If many early memories became difficult to consciously assess as the brain changed and developed. That doesn't mean your early experiences were useless. In fact, those experiences help shape your emotions, learning, relationship, and personality. So, even if you can't remember them, they still affect who you are. They still influence who you are. Why do parents remember but you don't? Here's an interesting question. Your parents often remember your first step, your first smile, your first word, but you don't. Why? Because your parents had fully developed brain when those events happen. They could store and organize those memories as adult, but your brain was still learning how to do that. Can anyone remember being a baby? Some people claim I remember being 1 year old. Could that be true? Maybe sometime, but psychologists believe many very early memories may actually came from old photographs, family stories, or events that happen later than people think. Our memory is powerful, but it is not like a perfect video recording. It can change over time. I can also tell you amazing facts about babies. Babies can recognize their mother voice before birth. Newborns can recognize familiar smells. Babies begin learning from the very first day of life. Early experiences help build the brain even if we don't consciously remember them later. Is not that amazing? Why is this important? Understanding infantile amnesia teaches us something very important. Just because we can't remember something, it doesn't mean it had no effect. The love, care, safety, and attention a baby receives help build the foundation for emotional and brain development. Those early experiences matter even if they are not consciously remembered. So, if you enjoy today's videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Psychoverse for more psychology and neuroscience videos. And at last, my question of the day is, what is your earliest memory? How old do you think you were? Tell me in the comments. I would love to read your stories. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.